Alright guys, today I want to talk to you about pistol accuracy. A few days ago I had to go requalify with my duty pistol for my security job. That's this pistol right here. I was the only wheel gun there. Our company makes us carry these. We don't have a choice in what we carry like some other companies do. And when I was there, I qualified with 15 other people. And I came in the top. I got the highest score there. And now, before I get into showing you guys the targets, I don't carry that often. I mean, my security job, our contracts are pretty slim on where we are armed. The only reason why I'm armed is because I'm an alternate at a certain job site, so I don't have to carry a pistol that much unless I go in as a backup to these other sites that I go to. Otherwise, I'm not armed when I'm working. And our company pretty much only does revolvers just so we can get those armed contracts. So it's like, what idiot-proof gun can we give somebody and make them use to qualify with and to be able to get these contracts? Here it is. Trust me, I've asked to carry a different gun and I was told with a stern voice, no, you cannot carry your own gun. No, we will not let you qualify with your own gun. So, trust me, I tried. So anyway, I get there, and like I said, there's 15 of us, and there's two people talking mad shit, and I want to say shit because they were talking mad crap, okay? And one of them was a female and the other one was a guy, and everyone in this class carries for some type of armored vehicle company, some kind of armed transport. I was the only one there who's a basic security guard. Like, that's all I do, is I do security work. These guys do armored transport, like with money and stuff like that. I'm not going to say which companies. But there was two of them, one male, one female, and they were talking all kinds of crap. I'm sorry, it was hilarious. And the whole time I just kept my mouth shut. I was probably the oldest one there. And I tell people, we'll see what happens when we get on the range. And we got on the range, those guys talking crap. The female, she had to requalify a second time. She failed her first time. And the guy, he had to qualify 3 times. He did 3 times. And there's also another guy who couldn't qualify, so he will have to come back another day. I tried to get some of their targets. The instructor would not let me take their targets because I wanted to show you guys really how bad it was. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at these guys for shooting. If they were new people shooting, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, hey, you got to practice more, whatever. These guys are carrying guns to defend themselves with for a company that is paying them to carry a gun. So in my opinion, they need to be just as good as with their sidearm as a police officer is. And I've seen some police officers who can't shoot very good either, but that tells you that they need to shoot a lot better. I was one of the very few people who shot actual groups. It was only me and another guy. So out of 15 people, there's only 2 of us who could shoot groups. And I'm talking about groups, and you'll see, something like that. You'll see my paper, on my paper targets, what the group size is considered a good grouping. Now, when I was there, guys were carrying guns because their company lets them pick what they want. A lot of guys were carrying Glocks. Glocks or XDs. The Springfield XDs were very popular too, so that was pretty much the top 2. Only one guy was using a 1911. It was a Ruger 1911, and that was it. I was the only wheel gun. And when that one girl that was talking crap, she got done shooting, I mean, it looked like somebody hit it with a shotgun at 30 yards. It looked like somebody took buckshot and just pumped buckshot out at 30, 40 yards. I mean, the pattern was just ridiculous. And she was like, well, it's the trigger. I don't like this trigger. And the instructor pointed at me going, he's over there shooting in double action because we're on time, so I can't go into single action. A lot of these distances, from 3 to 20 yards, I have to use double action because of the time. The only time I got to use single action was when we went to 25 yards. And then we had plenty of time to go in double action. Or I mean single action, excuse me. And he pointed at me and said, hey, he's over there shooting double action and his groups are better than everybody else. So I definitely showed that you can be accurate, just as accurate with this as you can with this. And that's the point of this video that I'm trying to make, is that just because you have a revolver doesn't mean you can't shoot. I know so many people who hate revolvers. My brother being one of them. They hate revolvers. They can't shoot them very good. I tell people, if you're proficient and you're good, you should be able to pick up any gun, whether it's a revolver or semi-auto and be able to qualify with it. I told the younger guys when we got done qualifying, the ones that the first batch that qualified the first time, they were talking to me about qualifying and how long I've been shooting and things like that. I told them I could take my XDS, run that same qualification course, and qualify with my little XDS in this, doing the same exact thing. I could qualify with that. So it's just, you know, it's all mental to me. If you can't shoot a gun very good, then you need to practice a lot more. That's bottom line, is go out and practice. Practice with guns you're not very good at. I could qualify with this. I can qualify with this. I can qualify with the Glock 19. It's, if you follow the fundamentals, you should be able to shoot any gun well. And there's people who just hate the double action, and I'm just like, if you practice, you'll be fine. I don't even shoot this gun this much. I really don't. Last time before I shot it before qualifying was probably about 5-6 months ago. Before that, so I mean, I knew where it shot. I know where it shoots. Yeah, I was able to qualify with it. So enough of that. I'll show you guys the targets real quick, and then we'll end the video. Alright guys, here's my target that I use for qualifying. You start off from 3 yards and you work your way out to 20 yards. And you can see the group right there. My final score was 413 out of possible 420. 296 is the minimum to qualify. Yeah, 296. Some guys got like 301, 302. Some people barely passed. I even told myself if I get below a 315, a 320, I would just take the course again if I could. There's my number of shots outside the 10, so like anything in the 9 would be considered a minus. So I had 7 outside the 10, and I'll show you guys the 20-yard reduced target to simulate 25 yards. Okay, here's the reduced target. You'll see right there it's a 50% reduction because the range only goes out to 20 yards. So we have to use a reduction target to simulate 25 yards. 6 rounds. You have a minute to shoot 6 rounds. You do 3 rounds, and then you do another 3 rounds. So I was able to use single action on those shots. And there you have it. 2 outside of the 10. And that's about it, guys. It just shows you that you don't have to have a semi-auto to be accurate. You can be accurate with any pistol. And I think any duty pistol out there, any shooter enthusiast should be able to pick up a pistol and be able to shoot just as good. And at least qualify. You know, they won't be extremely perfect, but I think you should be able to at least run the same kind of qualification and be able to qualify. Alright, thanks guys.